Yo, what's good? It's Mike River. Yo, what's good? It's your boy EJ.
And yours truly, Princeton, and we are MB.
And we're chilling with your boy David Duane.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into On Air with David Duane, your one and only rock star, the mic. My Christmas, yes. And we got our boy, Mindless Behavior, Princeton, EJ, and Mike with us. What's going on, fella? How's it going?
Everything's going really good. We just finished popping up out of school in Lakewood called Artesia High School. We played some new music for them from the upcoming album, Official Music, and now we're just chilling together before we have this rehearsal.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I gotta say, I'm loving the new single, I Want That. How are you guys feeling about the response to the single?
I'm loving, man. Everybody's been responding. Our video and our single, it's been crazy. Like, we expected, our fans to like the song, to play. But, I mean, for us to get, like, over 1 million views in, like, less than a week, it was just amazing. That was just a moment we were all, like, talking to each other. It was just amazing. We think about this, we've been rehearsing, we've been performing, and we've been really just thinking about this. And so when it dropped, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And coming together now as three, and, how was, like, the process for you, Princeton, getting to know Mike and EJ?
The process was really organic. A lot of people could put great singers together or great dancers together and it can work, but what makes a group is chemistry. So that's definitely one thing I was iffy about, because I didn't know if I was going to bond with them as quick as I did with the last dudes. But the first day, I knew Mike was going to be my brother, EJ was going to be my brother, and that's what made the group so fast to work with, because, to be honest, we were only together for a good year before we dropped anything. And the fact that other people who don't really know Mindless Behavior see us, and it looks like we've known each other since birth, very organic and a blessing.
Absolutely. And Mike and EJ, how's it feel to, work with Prince? Like, I mean, he's very talented, cool dude. What's it like working with him?
Man, it's crazy. This is Mike speaking. Princeton is my brother. We learn a lot from each other. I learn a lot from Prince and EJ both. We push each other daily. It's been quite a journey so far, even though it's just beginning too. That's the crazy part. What about you, EJ?
This is EJ. It's the worst. No, I'm just kidding. It's really, it's a really fun time. It's just learning from him. He's been in the game doing this for a really long time, and as much as he's our brother, and he's someone we work with. At some point, he is someone that we look up to, and in a lot of situations we get into.
I don't look up to Prince.
We get into. Someone we look up to, when certain things we might not know exactly what's going on. He's definitely somebody, we call on. So, it's awesome work.
Incredible. Now, the album is titled Official MB Music, # Official MB Music. I love the fact that, you guys are really well branded as three. You got the hashtag you got going on with the records. What made you guys want to, brand the group the way you guys are doing it now?
We wanted to just basically not only shock our fans, but we wanted to shock people who knew who Mindless Behavior was, but really didn't. Obviously a lot of changes happened, and we wanted to make sure that whatever we put out was official. It was official, because a lot of group members were changing, and we wanted to make sure whatever was going to be the first single, whatever was going to be the first look of us, was going to be official, and that's what it is. This is MB. We're older now. We're sexier now, and
we could have put out music, a minute ago.
Yeah,
we've had
opportunities.
Exactly. So it's not about we wanted it to be perfect. That's the name of the album, Official MB Music. That's what we're giving you guys. That's what we brought to the table.
And it wasn't about quantity. It was about quality.
Especially with us talking about, we're older now, so we can talk about different things in our lives that not only that happens with
women,
but not only we can relate to, that our fans who are, growing with us can relate to as well. So that's, that's, what we wanted to bring with this album. So it's official. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's incredible. Now, I have a fan question from Megan out of Charlotte, and she wanted to know, you guys shot 3 videos for the project.
Yes.
What can we expect from the Overnight Bag music video?
Woo! This is a good question, because this is Princeton. Overnight Bag is my favorite song. One of my favorite songs on the album, but what you can expect is grown. To be honest, I Want That is grown for MB, but when people see Overnight Bag, people are going to get it. People are going to get the album. They're going to get the image, the new direction we're going towards, and I just really can't wait. We're actually about to see, the final product of it, the rough edit of it soon. So the video should be coming out in a couple weeks.
Nice. And what's that record about, just for people to already know before it comes out?
Man,
Overnight bag, we're pretty much talking. It's just what it sounds like, man. You know, we inviting the chick over. We want her to pack an overnight bag, and basically we're talking about everything. And you know, yeah, I don't want to give too much out. I keep wanting to say some lyrics to give y'all some hints and stuff, but it's basically about what it sounds like, man.
Yeah, you know, it's just. You know, some older that, you know, we experienced it. You know, that's one thing about our album is just we're talking about certain things that we maybe couldn't have, you know, before because, you know, of our age range and our, you know, experience. You know, we've lived. We've had this time to really live and experience a couple things. So that song is just one of the other, a lot of things that we've talked about in this album. So it's just a fun record.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that record. And I'm personally myself, I'm looking forward to hearing Blur. I heard a snippet of it already, and I'm like, that record is Lizard.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite records we have. That's a really like a turn up record, and I think people gonna like that one. Yeah, it's good.
So I got one more fan question, and they want to know as far as touring is concerned, when are you guys planning on going on tour? I think that's like the biggest question.
Summer. We don't want to give too much away. We want to be a little bit surprised, but summer, just know that.
So probably like, would you say maybe like July, maybe September? What you guys probably think is?
Late summer.
The fourth quarter.
Yeah, like definitely late summer, August-ish. Like, you know, we don't want to give out a date and, you know, have to change it. So, but definitely late summer.
So now, one question. Now, Princeton, we asked you this question the last time you were on, but you feel free to chime in. As far as style is concerned, Mike and EJ, what designers are your favorites?
Oh, EJ, you could go first. Okay, EJ, what designers are your favorites? For me, I would say I like Joy Rich a lot. I love Joy Rich. G-Star is really dope. And I'm really into snapbacks. Like, I'm really into to hats. So 47, the company, like I'm really into them too. So that's Mike. EJ.
That's a good question, man. It's interesting. Like we all have different styles at the same time. Like we all share a common, you know, place with styles. Like you named a bunch of mine. I'm trying to even think off the top of my head.
Basically, what EJ's saying is we could all go inside one shop because we all love shopping at that place, but we're definitely gonna come out picking something completely different from each other. And I think that's what makes our group. Is that even since I was like 14 years old, this is Princeton, my child really hasn't changed. It's definitely evolved, but in terms of inspiration, like, I mean, altogether, I would say our biggest inspiration in fashion would maybe be like Pharrell. I know Mike is a big fan of Bryson Tiller and Big Sean. Big Sean is a dope for a rapper. Big Sean is dope.
Big Sean is man.
And you know, Detroit.
Hey, let me ask you something, man. So, have you heard you've heard Song Cry and I Want That, right?
Yep, most definitely.
Okay, what's your favorite so far?
Woo! Mine is I Want That. I love Song Cry, but just the record, like how I Want That feels. It's like you guys said, it's very grown, it's very mature, and I feel like people can like really respect, you know, the transition in the new artistry that you guys are bringing. And I personally love that one because it really brings like high energy. Song Cry I can relate to because I've been in that situation where I've been like, you know what, I gotta let the song cry, like, you know, I done moved on. And sometimes, you know, people have to, you know, hear records that they can relate to. And I feel like this project already is something that people can relate and connect with.
Exactly, and I'm glad you said that because that's the whole point. You know what I mean? We want to put out music that our fans and everybody can relate to, even if like Princeton said, if you never heard of Mindless Behavior before, if you never been a part of this movement, you know, like now everybody can relate to us, and even you know, if you're a little bit younger, like we know what y'all doing, like y'all ain't slick, y'all doing what we talking about. So that's what we wanted to bring with this project.
Right. And now recording this album, how long would you say the process was of, you know, getting it all together?
No, it was interesting. The whole the process of recording our album, I would say it took from like maybe 6 months, I think. I would say about 6 months.
No.
Yeah. 6 months, you think? How much? You know.
Actually, what people don't know that Mindless Behavior recorded a whole nother album before we even released it. So we had an album called Recharged, and we literally recorded about a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
We recorded 30 songs, but you know how the business goes. Even within that year, I went from being 18 to being 20 years old, and a lot changed. So we kind of was like, by the time the music came out, the stuff that we were going through was going to be irrelevant. So we wanted to make sure we captured the moment and then put it out right away.
Exactly. And I'm glad that you mentioned Recharge, because a lot of people wanted me to ask, like, do you guys plan on releasing that material probably in the near future, or you think that's probably like not going to come out?
Nah, I mean, we released some snippets on our Instagram, but even the old album compared to this one,
I was going to say, it just doesn't compare. It wouldn't even be right to release it at this point. Like, we really put a lot of effort into this, making this project the best thing possible. Like we like you said, we recorded a bunch of stuff over the past like almost 2 years. So, and this is honestly the best things we've come up with, and it's just a great album. Like once you guys hear it, you'll understand where we're coming from. Like it's great.
Definitely. And I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of the album. And with the album, did you guys write, or were there writers on the project?
Yeah, we definitely
We worked with Walter Millsap,
Candace Nelson. Yeah. I mean, they've literally been here since day one. But in terms of songs, we actually came up with a lot of the concepts, because a lot of writers could write what they think we're going through, but nobody knows what we're really going through besides us. So we definitely put the concept of like Songcry and I Want That, and let them work their magic.
Yeah, and that was a cool part too. We got to really be creative in this album and have a lot of control of what we're talking about.
Right. So what's one thing definitely that the fans can look forward to, like with this new era for you guys?
Oh, the main thing is growth. That's the main thing. That's Mike. What about you, P?
Probably talent, because to be honest, when you think of mindless behavior, a lot of older acts, a lot of artists that we look up to kind of look at us like, the little niggas that dance. So when they hear our music and they see us perform and see interviews, they're going to respect us as real artists.
Yeah, and this is EJ here. I think it's just grown. That's what the album speaks to me. Like when I listen to it, it's just hearing us be a lot. We're grown. Like, we're talking about things that we experience and I think our fans will relate to. It's grown. That's when I listen, like everyone listen to songs that our family members and everything like that. Oh my God, y'all so grown now, y'all. You talk about different things. So I think that's what everyone's really gonna be talking about for our album. It's how grown we are now.
And I think a lot of people definitely love the fact that you guys are giving a more grown style. I've read the comments on social media where it's kind of been mixed, but I see more than anything, people are excited because, like the fact that you guys mentioned, we have fans that have grown with you from the beginning to now to this point, and everybody is, within growing age. And yes, you got the younger ones, but they know what's the hot about it. And now another thing I wanted to ask you guys, because now you guys are doing your music independently. How would you say, working independent as a group is different from being signed with a major and having that whole huge entourage?
We definitely have a lot of control over our music. I can definitely say that. What about you, EJ?
I love it. Like you mentioned, the control is great. Just really getting to, like I say, like with our album, we're older now, so we had a lot to say, and really getting to be able to say that without restrictions. With Walter and Candace helping us write, we can really express what we want to say in a really, really dope way. So I really like it. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, man, that's pretty much the same for me. Just the control. I feel like that's the biggest difference with anyone being with a label or being independent, because the control is just, you have that.
That's the truth. Well, guys, thanks so much for this interview. Definitely, appreciate chatting with you guys about the project.
Thank you for having us, man.
Thanks so much for having us, yeah.
And Mrs. Preston, thank you for always sticking with MB no matter what. You the real MVP.
No problem, man. I know you probably see a lot of my posts, see a lot of our posts at MFW Radio. So, our support is always going to, continue for you guys. So that you guys are, really doing something that is incredible.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're growing, but we're still the same MB no matter what.
So, guys, before we have you go and do a drop-off, can you tell everybody where they can follow you guys on social media and tell them where they can get the album?
You can follow us everywhere at Official MB Music. That's the album. That's the name of the album. That's our website. That's our Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud, Ustream, YouNow, Facebook, everything is Official MB Music.
Yo, what's good? It's Mike River.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy EJ.
And yours truly, Princeton, and we are MB.
And we're chilling with your boy David Duane.